Oh, we're here.
All right, welcome back to Top 16, everyone. We are wrapping up the Strive bracket, getting on with it with Top 16 winner's side, I believe, coming up to you. I am Amadeus46Art, joined by...
It's me again, Dostro, the boy, the homie, the just random dude that sat down on the couch sometimes. We're here for some more Guilty Gear action. It's been some great sets coming in.
Yeah,
we have, looks like Macho sitting down on player one side.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to see some good Zato. If you're just tuning in here, you're watching Roundhouse at Ignite Skokie here in Chicago. We are playing our Guilty Gear Strive bracket, 64-man bracket. It looks like it's going to be Macho, definitely a Zato player, but definitely still got to get to their character select. So
it's going to be Zato versus Leo. I swear I'm so bad with names, except for the people I know in person.
Yeah, I feel that.
We've seen this is the fellow that beat ElvenShadow.
Okay.
On stream. They were just finding their way and just DPing like nobody else. Those flash kicks were just so well placed.
The flash kick ripped, and if the opponent isn't baiting out, isn't controlling Leo, then it's like, why not now?
I mean, you live and die by it.
Right. I mean, my first round match was even against a Leo, and I mean that no matter what character you're playing against Leo, it's all about controlling the movement of the big lion in the cage. So and trying not to eat one of those giant claws get across your face. So
exactly, you don't want to get slashed. Got to stay away from those bars.
But we saw Macho come up earlier playing against Raylight, and we saw Macho's I'm going to say very old school play style of just that super aggressive Zato play where immediately wants to get the momentum. If he can make you block once, he can win the game. So, I mean, and Leo, not a character with great movement tools either. Kind of a slow dash, kind of a slow air dash. So, going to be interesting to see. Now, if Leo can get started, he can absolutely maul Zato.
And you have to be careful about playing neutral as well because a lot of Leos like to throw out that fireball. And Zato has Drunkard Shade. He can just send it right back.
Yeah, that fireball is multiple hits, though, so he can hassle the little puppet named Eddie on the screen with that fireball. But like you said, yeah, you send it right back at you. So,
and it's Barrik. Yes, that was our I believe our
Barrik. Yeah,
first or second stream match. Barrik won against the Soul player.
Yep, and that was a very much a.
That was a heart match.
It was a match between two strong players, and Barrik was just one step ahead. So I mean, we're in winner's side, top 16. So at this point, we're going to be seeing a lot of strong play. From now until the end of the tournament, I'll say we're definitely looking at high-level Strive.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be a lot of really intelligent play, adaptation, and hopefully game threes.
So let's see here now. We're going to see. Again, we're expecting the round start for Macho to be something that's going to try to immediately take up that space. And because Leo can't really cover that initial space that well, we're going to be interesting. So immediately backs off, actually, and just starts summoning Eddie and threatening with oppose. Good use of the fireballs there just to harass the oppose summons. But he's jumping in, so he got himself into a position where he has to block Eddie. And there's the oppose. Doesn't block the 2H. No counter hit, but you saw how much damage that did anyway. Huge damage.
Macho doing a great job of controlling not only Eddie as a character, but Eddie's health total in the little beater above our attention gauge.
Yeah, you can see when it's blue, he can summon Eddie there, but when it runs out, he's got to wait until it comes back.
Oh, using
Caught in the corner, doesn't block the dust, and that's going to be round. Yeah, hold on to your burst. Macho baits the burst, actually. Gives Barrik one more chance, but doesn't take advantage of it and just loses the round outright.
Macho being a little bit greedy, but still takes it in the end. Oh, counter hit, bar slash. Empty low,
and
using those drills to catch the mix-up.
Uses the burst there, whiffs the flash kick. Another flash kick, but oppose eats it. Puts him in a bad situation.
Breaks the law to get to the other side.
Smart. Yeah, uses break the law to get onto the other side and get the wall break. That was an amazing confirm.
Oh, boy. Using the pierce to catch the backdash.
Yeah, that's it. From one wall to the other.
Amorphous. We eating good tonight.
Closing that game out with a perfect for Macho. I mean,
oh my God! This dude.
He baited out the flash kick and then
he baited out the second flash kick.
Baited the second flash kick,
dude,
and then got a confirm that gave him the wall break. And I mean, Barrik was not ready for it from there. Yeah, immediately round starts.
Oh, and there's
oppose.
Empty low, they caught it this time, but tries to
Yeah.
flash kick through the gap.
You saw Macho there immediately uses his burst too. Like, just doesn't let Barrik even get started with momentum. Controlling space with Eddie there, gets caught in the air by the frog. Baits
Oh
the
my
burst.
god. Oh, this
Optimal
combo looks
punish.
so cool. This combo
I
looks so
love
cool.
Zato's air dust combos.
Oh, this way, that way, right back again.
And just wake up flash kick because you can't let him get momentum. And yeah,
What?
immediately burns his resources to take momentum back.
All right, YRC kills Eddie and gets some sort of offense, but just pokes through the dash through.
And honest mid Zato coming in with a meaty close slash catches Barrik not blocking.
Barrick's just trying to be as wild as possible, and Macho is
Ooh, the
putting
round
up these
starts-
obstacles.
Round start 6P to beat the far slash at round start. That's exactly what Barrik needs, just to immediately get this pressure started. I like that. The
tick
reset
throws.
into the tick throw so he doesn't break
Plus
the wall.
frames, plus
this
frames.
is plus on block anyway. Oh, jumps out of the throw. All right, Macho gets
That
his
was
chance
the
to
good
play.
read. Oh, double, just crossover overhead?
Goes into the executor, gonna get Eddie back here, gonna sandwich him between Eddie and himself. Really, and just baiting out flash kick, but doesn't bait out the YRC.
Oh, counter hit 6K, gets the confirmation.
And that all came from Barrik getting the read with the 6P at round start, getting the momentum started. That was really huge round start for Barrik. Now he's letting Macho get away from him. Gonna have to play neutral here. Runs into the 2S.
Yeah, Barrik being able to get this space from Macho is really allowing them to play at a pace that supports their play style.
That was really good from Barrik. They're just taking a little bit of time and just to punish the 2D. Force Macho to burst to get out of there. Now he caught in the corner. Break the law real quick just to reset, and Executor that refills his Eddie meter so he can immediately summon Eddie as soon as he lands here and force the pressure.
Oh, run up
damn
command throw.
Gonna RC it.
Last
This
opportunity.
is a
Oh,
safe
save.
combo. Yeah, can't burst that at all. That was, as soon as that damn Fang came out, I'm gonna do a burst save combo, and the knowledge to know how, like that burst save combo and have it on deck and just close out the round off
Yeah,
of it.
very clever to RC early, keep Barrik high enough so that
like
any sort of hits that go up really sort of reels
Yeah,
back
like you
away.
can see here, like the command throw locks out. Like you basically had to burst the RC, but he's floating down on the RC so high in the air. I think your only hope there is to hit the extended hurt box of 2H.
Yeah, you really have
is-
to be able to preempt that and see the frames almost.
Yeah, it's such a strictly timed burst point where as soon as that 2H comes out and you get hit by it, that's game. No more chances.
Yeah, it's just really so much practice going into this Zato, totally paying off for Macho. And I can really tell that Macho loves this character.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and whenever you're really vibing with a character in a fighting game, and like especially like a new fighting game like Strive kind of is still, like it's just going to make the learning process so much easier. Speaking of vibing with the character, we got Marvin Flowerman coming back up here, and I know they've been loving Melia, and especially all the changes she got in the last patch. So they've been really
Flowerman's a
excited.
zoom-in.
They've been really excited to play Melia and just show what she can do.
Flowerman playing at ludicrous speed. Ridiculous. It's crazy. Oh, yes. And we have the Melia Gold Lewis matchup.
I mean, this is definitely going to be either a really quick game or a really grindy game, because if Melia kind of gets locked down by Gold Lewis here, it's going to be really hard for Flowerman to either get any momentum back or really like take any hits at all. One or two good hits from Gold Lewis is going to finish off Melia, but locking Melia down is a hard prospect for any character.
It's like death by 1,000 needles or getting hit by a train here.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to happen.
So instead of reflecting on yourself,
So we're blaming some beasts here, letting the intros rock out.
Oh, he just wants some fresh air. What are you doing?
No, man.
Let the alien out. He just wants to say hi. Oh, man. Every time. This game is gorgeous. This game is beautiful.
She didn't mention anything about the coffin, Gold Lewis. What are you talking about?
versus Melia. Duel 1.
Letting Kai's theme rock here. See what the round start is. Back off immediately. Just give the respect to walk away. Give up the space.
That 268 is so good.
Fireman has walked themselves into the corner, but gets in past the Behemoth Typhoon. Gets the whiff punish there. Yeah, really hard to whiff Behemoth Typhoon against these fast characters like Melia, where they can just run in and whiff punish pretty effectively. There's the knockdown. 2P, that's a buff to Gold Lewis. That's a faster 2P now. Yeah, burst. You see Flowerman losing a lot
Flowerman
of
is
their life
already on like 25-20% health here. It's ridiculous.
And it's like 2 hits and a couple of blocks, and that's it. Runs into the Behemoth Typhoon. That IED Behemoth Typhoon catching Flowerman out.
Oh, it's basically 1 hit and you're done, Flowerman. You have to be careful.
Overhead, but doesn't special cancel the overhead.
Oh, JD!
Doesn't get the knockdown.
Counter
Ooh,
JS.
JS, yeah, JS. And runs into the
okay.
gun. Just forgot about the bullets there and just didn't block.
Skyfish.
Yeah, just shoot her. You know, just shoot.
Rare footage of Milia being on the ground.
Oh, just super jumps in from the top rope with jumping heavy, and Bloodshark gets counter hit by it. That's going to be huge for Flowerman. Gives him corner positioning. Bloodshark mashes their way out. Fights their way out with the JD there, but
so
drops the
close
combo.
to get that 2H, but not close enough.
Good 6P on the cross-up. Gets the knockdown. Bloodshark using that buff to 2P to challenge out Abare out of pressure there really effectively.
Yeah, these universal 2P buffs or 5P buffs, they're all so very strong for the characters who really needed them.
I mean, yeah, having a normal that isn't 6 frames anymore and just having that 2-frame normal, especially Goldless's 2P with the really strong hurt box and his +2 on block, great button now.
Oh,
goes to the burst,
out.
yeah, in the corner. Gonna set up the drone here.
Oh,
that's
JS!
gonna cause round. I say no burst,
oh
but
my God.
couldn't burst that. Yeah, that drone just covers all that space, and once it's out, you can't do anything about it. You have to respect
Shoulder to the chest. Man, Gold Lewis, Secretary of Absolute Defense.
Burst and immediate drone. That is such a common play you'll see from Gold Lewis players where they will burst out and then immediately summon the drone because the burst gives them all the space, and then the drone lets them control that space.
Exactly, and without a full screen, Gold Lewis has a lot of trouble really holding down the neutral. He's either in your face or having trouble getting there.
Ooh, gets the anti-air with the Behemoth Typhoon. Baits the burst, but not long enough. Gets away with it. Flowerman gonna get in and whiff punish some of these Behemoth Typhoons. Set up the Milia Okies every time. Immediate burst as soon as they get hit. That's gonna destroy
not going to punish, but definitely plus frames.
I mean, it's going to destroy the drone, and that's the important thing. Look, blocked a few of these Behemoth Typhoons. Flowerman, you got to be FDing these BTs. Look at all the life. The life bars are now even because Flowerman just didn't FD. Didn't get hit, but just didn't block right.
That's just what Gold Lewis does. We have one more mix-up for the game.
And gets caught by the double air dash into the jumping heavy.
Careful, Flowerman. You're playing with my heartstrings here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have much life to play with. There's Behemoth Typhoon going to get the knockdown.
Plus frames.
Oh, whiffs the second one, though.
Tries to get the 2-4-8s. Okay.
Yeah, whiffs the second one. Just too much pushback on it. Oh, but the JD gets him in. Going to get a knockdown.
Just using the varying Behemoth Typhoons to always keep Flowerman on their toes.
That was like 2 combos and a lot of blocking. Flowerman, you got to be remembering to FD here.
It's so hard to block against the Behemoth Typhoon changes. There's all these differences between the unique BTs makes it so difficult to maneuver through it. You really have to understand what they look like.
And Flowerman just sitting here, he's got a life lead, he's just not going to go in. Just like, I'm going to play this full screen game until you make a mistake. And there it is, just get away. He's
danger, careful for the negative penalty.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more backdashes is going to lose all that meter. Might as well use it on FDing. There you go. Yeah, has to RC to stay in, but it's kind of fine for Flowerman now because he used his meter on FDing there, and that was the important part. Kept him alive.
Oh, just the Abare 5K 2D?
Yeah, the 5K 2D gets the knockdown. And time to start melee time. Good adaptation on that combo. Recognized in the air and got the confirm. Really good patience from Flowerman there. Just playing that like, I have the life lead, I'm not going to go in. You have to make your presence to me and controlling that space with a really good movement.
Yeah, Flowerman being a defensive player or playing defensive characters in Grand Blue really understands how to play a slower game. And
Flowerman going for the theme song power up there.
Yeah,
he needs to have Melia's theme blasted in order to get that power up to really close out this last match, I think.
It's something that I think is incredibly dangerous from a character that's playing like Milia or Chip, these really fast glass cannon style characters, is when you know how to play the slow game too. Because they're so quick. Their dashes are so fast. They play in the air so quickly. Just being able to create the space, play it slow, and find out what your opponent wants to do is terrifying.
Yeah, because like it's important to have like those gear shifts because Bloodshark has done a pretty good job of showing they're able to play around fast Milia. But now they need to prove they need to be able to do that while also playing around slow Melia. And so Flowerman's going to be shifting up the gears here, going fast and slow, baiting the burst. Really important, gets the knockdown from it and a lot of extra damage. Oh, backdashes that.
Tried to get the
PRC.
TK Bad Moon.
Yeah, backdashes the TK Bad Moon, really important there, but it's the way that PRC
Look
is
at how much chip that did.
Yeah, but threw too early, and with her throw, gave Flowerman a chance just to get the counter hit. That theme song power up. Theme song power up paying off here. Gonna get a winger here. No, whiffs the input, gets 6B. Or 6A.
Okay, that's... Oh, the whiffed super
maybe
still gets the run up and punishes the buttons from Bloodshot.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves, not getting that have to go back forward input down right, but ends up taking the run anyway. The good 6P, saw the jump in, saw the slow JD, went for the 6P, get a little bit of space. IB's that 6P though, keeps it in. Fireman ready to adapt though, ready just to get away and make some more space.
Oh, cross up JH, get those balls and chain.
Ooh, goes through with the Mirage, passes through, crosses over Bloodshark. Gonna get Bloodshark knocked down the corner. There's the super,
get down
but
with
baited
the
it.
system.
Baited it, ready that time, blocking in the air, so can't punish, but was ready for the super, saw it was coming. And punishes the drone summon, the raw drone summon with the far slash. Fireman now just, going in, going out, not making it clear what they're gonna play, just backdashing here. Again, I have the life lead. Gonna punish that go in.
Momentum from the dash up 6P,
Fireman
they still get a backdash.
Looking really strong in that last match. I think that very last round, that second game really showed Flowerman the all right, time to start slowing my game speed down, time to start mixing it up. And then that very last round, we saw in, out, not committing to one normal, backing off some, giving Gold Lewis just a little bit of rope, and then just running into 6P because I saw you jump. So that really good movement, really good in and out, constantly keeping them guessing.
Flowerman definitely feeling themselves after that one. You could tell. Yeah, a very emotional player. And when they're on fire, they look unstoppable.
I mean,
Flowerman is ridiculous.
Melia character, all about that momentum, all about getting the pressure started. But speaking of pressure, we got Tswagg coming up here, Giovanna player local here, a very strong one. I think got second at our last local against Macho, so really strong Giovanna player coming up. I'm definitely always a fan of watching some good Giovanna play.
Yeah, Tswagg had a very strong showing against Lox when they played on stream previously, and definitely just really felt themselves. Once they won, they were just popping right up off their seat GG, shake my hand, extend the fingers, the strong grip, everything. And I believe that's DPS also sitting down next to them.
We're gonna have this fun matchup of Giovanna versus Axel. So we have the ultimate infighter versus the ultimate zoner of Strive here, where Axel just kind of wants to keep Giovanna as far away from possible from her. Well, Axel wants to keep Giovanna as far away as possible from him, while Giovanna just needs to get in once. So this is, in my opinion, as the Giovanna player, a really fun matchup. Every Axel player says they hate it. So.
I mean, I don't know the perspective from either of these myself. I just know that it's fun to watch Guilty Gear Strive. That's what we're doing. It's going to be some great games, great matches. Both of these players showing up and telling us that they're not to be messed with.
Yeah, now, one thing I know just from watching Tswagg a lot, trying to break down their play style, he does play a lot of the air game, which is something against Axel where it's not necessarily what you always want to be doing because your options are very limited in the air as far as movement. So Axel does kind of force more of a ground game and a slow, methodical approach. But we're going to see how Tswagg gets in. Yeah, he immediately jumps in, gets past the rainwater. And we're seeing here, just varying the approaches here. Tswagg's already in a position where they want to be in, which is in. And DPS is going to be using that FD buff to try to get in. There he is. Dash and block their way in. Oh, goes for the cross.
Oh, the punish! The 2S. A little bit
crosses
cheeky.
Up with the DP.
Oh, back
DPS fights their way off. Now Tswagg needs to get their way in. Yeah, blocks that, ready to block the cross up.
Yeah, didn't have the instant block on the rainbow, but getting backward, pushing Tswagg to the corner. DPS getting a lot of real estate to work with here.
Oh, gets the last into the far slash. Doesn't get a confirm off of it, but you can see here both players just kind of playing it basically even life bars, but Tswagg goes for the cross up JK, whiffs it though, and DPS gonna punish for it, so DPS takes the first round. Both these players, I'm gonna say this is gonna go either way at this rate. Both players look about even.
Yeah, DPS is doing a good job of keeping
big
them
counter
at bay.
hit, wants to burst that.
Oh no, IB on the rainbow,
Oh,
but
but
backdashes
Backdashes
around
the throw that time, yeah. I mean, we saw last time Tswagg was ready for the throw and just decided that time to be a little bit more safe, went for the backdash instead of the throw. Tswagg really being patient on these, like you can see, just kind of going in slowly and just making their presence. All right, they word their way in. DPS caught in the corner now. Tswagg doesn't have meter, so they're going to not want to break the wall until they can get that 50 meter here.
Yeah, and DPS finds the way with that 2S
Yeah, now
anti-air.
DPS taking the corner off that confirm.
Oh, using these plus frames on the rainwater.
Dashing in and FD, just dashing in and blocking their way in. Ooh, gets above the overhead there.
Oh, tried to bait the burst, a little bit hungry. DPS.
Yeah, I mean, Tswagg using that DP or dive kick to force their way in. Ooh, catches the backdash. A good throw, yeah. Now this is important because now Tswagg can go ahead and just do whatever they want. Get a block
but we poking out, we found the space.
The air throw, jumped air to air. Saw DPS, met him in the air and just reacted to the air throw. Tswagg gonna take the round, gonna go down to the last round of this first match here.
Yeah, definitely back and forth, exactly how you said it. DPS doing a great job of keeping Tswagg at bay using these anti-air normals with the 5P, the 6K.
You're seeing Tswagg not really IAD that much either. Just do a lot of dash jump. Just doesn't commit that instant air dash. But as I say that, gets the counter hit though. That's going to be corner carry into the corner here. And they're going to have the 50 meter, going to burn to just keep the pressure here. Good 6P gut check.
We found our way out, checking the spiral arrow.
I mean, Tswagg without 50 meter means they can't break the wall as easily. Blocks that overhead. Gonna keep him in the corner. 5K's their way out. Yeah, good challenge after the block of the 2-1-4K.
Winter Mantis!
Into the time stop. Gonna get corner carry here.
Oh, get that
break
pose.
the corner. Go back to neutral. Axel's perfectly fine going back to neutral here. Tswagg's got 50 meters, so he's jumping to challenge. Yeah, just like gonna get in their way in with that +5 on block dive kick. Now, good looking for maybe the YRC from DPS here.
Oh, we have an RC. Oh, we don't need it.
And lands into a throw. Good awareness from DPS, ready to throw there. Yeah, just
back to the wall. DPS finds the throw.
Gonna go back to character select. I think just gonna take a break here. Yeah, staying on their characters, just
maybe a color swap.
Color swap. Yeah, going to the pink color. I approve of it. But yeah, I think just Tswagg, I pretty consistently see them go back to character select and just, take a breather.
Maybe change the jams.
Oh, yeah.
Change the jams. Got to get your theme song playing. No, it helped Flowerman. Maybe Tswagg has their own unique power-up.
I'll go into the pink Giovanna here. So, I mean, definitely, Tswagg showing really good representation of how to get in against Axel. A lot of dash jumps, a lot of dash blocks. Varying when they're instant air dashing in, not just always going to the instant air dash as their default option. And they're definitely getting in, just maybe their offense just isn't quite enough to open up DPS, but DPS has such great defense, it's kind of hard to really reliably go for that sort of offense. Round start, get that started. Good blocking though, gonna punish that.
2H punishes the flip kick overhead, just finding their way in. Tswagg creating the space, but
Ooh, gets that counter hit. Yeah, 5H gonna immediately burst it. Now you can see Tswagg actually starting to represent the dashing more on the ground too, and that's important because Axel's 5P doesn't work on Giovanna when she's on the ground basically at all.
Oh, the burst gets baited.
Burst gets baited. Gonna get him back to the neutral.
Okay, Rainwater gets some space. Rents and Pinwheel.
Ooh, doesn't punish the pinwheel. You need to jump an ID at that pinwheel and then take your free counter hit on that pinwheel in that situation. Tswagg just blocks it out though and gives CPS the chance to keep playing.
Oh, try to contest with JD or something.
Yeah, tried to JD to contest the air-to-air. Tswagg saw it and just jumped away, gave it the space.
Oh, anti-air to S gets the confirm with the 5P6K. Back to full screen here.
Yeah, DPS looking really strong this round. Just Tswagg hasn't been able to get in yet, and DPS has all this meter now. This might be enough to kill with the wall break. I think that's going to be it. GG's, man.
GG's, shake my hand. DPS looking incredibly strong here.
I mean, that second game looked completely different from the first game. DPS just didn't let Tswagg get a chance to get in. I mean,
there was so much confidence here in DPS, just finding the spots, just finding the arrows here, sending those sickles out.
Tswagg went for the air approach one too many times and just unfortunately, by that point, DPS had built up the meter to the point to get those sorts of confirmers where they can make any hit count, and that's the scary thing to do. So just maybe DPS getting a little bit shook and trying to running out of patience, trying to force their turn and not paying off.
Yeah, you really have to be patient against zoning characters because they test your patience.
Right, it's like
they put up the wall and you really have to be able to maneuver through. And if you have the mental composure and fortitude to make it through, it'll pay off dividends not only in a zoning matchup, but in really any matchup.
I mean, especially against like in these sorts of scenarios, you have to remember you got 99 seconds on the clock. If you have a life lead, there's no reason for you to go in. You can just sit there, like we saw that with Flowerman earlier. Just sit there and just like chill for a while. But on the other hand, if your opponent gets the life lead and that timer's ticking down, that's pressure on you. You have to plan how long can I wait before I have to go in. So it's really that early life lead is so important against these characters like Axel as Giovanna.
Yeah, and Giovanna doesn't have fantastic long-range tools. She, as you mentioned, she wants to be in your face. She wants to get in.
Now, speaking of characters that want to be in, we got Chris Chaos coming up, representing, just going to cheer for my man's here wearing his main on my shirt here with Chips Enough. So we're going to have the Ninja coming in, playing against, we saw them earlier. I think this is zignoe, so this is going to be Chip versus Eno.
I mean, it's the same matchup once you get the knockdown for both of these characters.
Right, like we got some really high movement pixie characters where, I mean, we saw Zignoe's defense was exceedingly good last time, but I mean, Chris is no slouch either, and Chip is definitely one of those characters that can overwhelm even the most defensive characters with his speed and ability just to keep going in, really.
Yeah, it's really just being able to get around things. It can be a little bit difficult for Eno because Chip is so wily and he's so great at being in the air. Eno does a fantastic job against characters who are grounded. But when Chip can just fly to the skies, it can be tough. You have to be able to preempt the buttons a lot of the time.
And what we saw last time was Zignoe was really good at playing around the flash kick of Leo, but I know Chris, and Chris does not really go to his beta blade that often, so
he was very measured with it in his set against Trevor.
Yeah, his defense is very risk assessment, which you have to be as a Chip player because one bad risk can end the round. We've seen it before where he has no HP to play with, so you basically get a burst worth of HP, and that's about it. So
yeah, Chip has the lowest health total, and Eno's close to a third or fourth.
Yeah,
it's either her or Jacko at third and fourth, but we'll see how they deal with it.
Eno with not many great defensive options. He's got the reversal super, but you can always safe jump it, and it's as long as you know how to punish it, then it's not that big of a threat. So definitely having that defensive option in a DP is always something to keep in mind when you're running the offense. But when is Chris going to use it is really what it's going to come down to whenever he's on the back foot. But I want to see if that's even going to matter because not either one of these characters not easy to pin down.
Yeah, very, very tricky characters in many, many ways. They're both going to be flying around in different spaces of the screen, but we'll see how they approach both sides of the matchup here.
So route start here. Let's see. 2H maybe from Eno. No, goes for the 5H and actually whiff punishes the far slash, but gets an early knockdown. That's the no.
Oh!
Yeah, immediately burst, but you know what? That burst is fine because it didn't really get punished. Chris just trying to make some space here now. Uses the shuriken to try to stop Eno. And zignoe just bursting out of block stun. You know what? That's a not often represented option that I think is really good.
Oh, Chris Chaos, what are you trying to do? Where's that reversal?
Reversal something. Maybe a reversal DP that came out as a Rekka. Got countered for it, but catches the backdash. Yeah, that chemical love. It's so frustrating in a hit like that because, like, you know, if you just do nothing, chemical love whiffs on you.
You literally just stand there, you wouldn't have gotten hit.
Yeah, so it's like always frustrating to lose to chemical love like that because it's like, well, if I just didn't do anything. Blocks the overhead. PRCs to make himself safe, avoids the punish, gets caught by the low. Backdashes out, making space.
JD kept the air momentum and got the chance for that 2K to get the punish.
Oh, yeah. Chris just trying to get out with the backdash now, but every time Eno just has buttons out there, able to catch it. Gets the air-to-air, jumping heavy, though. Gets the counter it.
Oh,
this is going to get a wall break.
Yep.
Going to go back to neutral now. Chris has meter advantage here. Just backs off. Ooh, but goes for the raw dive, and Chris not ready for it. Blue YRC, but gets
This
thrown.
YRC gets thrown.
I mean, it was real good that he got the BRC, but unfortunately just wasn't ready for the situation after. And zignoe was just ready to mash the throw there.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Chris has been, the answer to that situation is backdash, but Chris has been consistently getting beat out for backdashing there, and with no HP to play with, hard to like adapt there. So Chris taking a little bit of a break, get it back into it.
It's very cleverly placed by zignoe. I mean, recognized that he hasn't been using the Beta Blade.
I mean, Chris is like just trying to get a movement here. Just going for a little bit of movement here, but just zignoe setting up these walls and normals, using the J2K to get in. Zignoe forced to burst. Triple jumps there to stay in the air, threatening the J2K there. Zignoe doesn't go for it though.
Oh, Shuriken catches the hover dash. We're right to the corner, but zignoe's poking their way out.
Yeah, fights their way out. Chris just going for the frame drops, going for back to movement here. Chris not with the life lead here, so he's got to make the aggression.
Oh, trying to jump out, but these
blocks the bonsai, blocks it in the air. Ooh, gets the cross up, wasn't ready to block the low, gets caught in the air. Oh, but drops the combo, unfortunate.
On it.
Delays the burst though. Yeah, good burst to delay the burst. Gonna get a wall break on that. Both players about even on the meter, but zignoe importantly has the 50. Just gonna immediately super. There's no recovery on that. You can't do anything about that.
Not enough to catch it between the two hits, but the air
jumps
version.
out, yeah. Goes for the low, but doesn't confirm off the low there. Chris with a 100 meter. Well, is he gonna use it? Unfortunate whiffs.
That 6P is a war crime.
Yeah, unfortunately whiffed the far slash, or the jumping slash, and got whiff punished by the 6P. So Chris now, big counter hit here. Going to lose a lot of life bar from it and get the knockdown. There's the first Beta Blade of the set. zignoe, we're not ready to bait it. I mean, he hasn't represented it now. Maybe now he's going to start thinking about it. Command throw. Now zignoe's got a burst here. What's he going to do with it?
They all say you can react to that.
Oh, bursts terribly. Whiffs his burst just by Chris doing normal things. Tries to jump out and just gets caught. Now zignoe's going to have no burst going into this last round here. Still fighting for his life. Chris just trying to make it 1-1. Ooh, big whip
right
punish.
over the chemical love.
Yeah, gets that counter hit. New change to that jumping heavy. Gets the counter hit. Gonna get a wall break on it.
All right, returning to a neutral position.
Yeah, Chris just making space there with those back dashes. zignoe harassing with that 2K really effectively there, though. Oh, goes for the 6P, but Chris going over her head with it.
Tries to keep them safe with the PRC. Right back to the corner. Close. Gets that 2S counter hit.
Goes to the command throw. Is this going to be enough to kill, though?
It's so close.
Chip does not have a lot of HP, and this command throw does a lot of damage. No wall break.
Not close enough to the wall.
If that had wall broken, that would have killed. Yeah, Chris gets one more chance of life, and he's got a burst to play with.
Oh, the FD got around the K Alpha Blade.
Which the 6P doesn't die for it, though. There's the Alpha Blade. We're going to start doing chip things, and that's it. Closes out the round 1-1 with the chip. They nerfed that Alpha Blade startup, but you can see it's still hard as hell to block it.
Oh, it feels impossible. You have to make the huge read for it.
You're basically like, it's still hard as hell to block, and like with everything else Chip is putting on your mental stack, it is not easy to react to block the opposite way suddenly on it.
Yeah, you have to think, what are they about to do? And there's so many different options.
So Chris gets one more try. Yeah, immediately bursts the Beta Blade. Whips the second one, though, but doesn't burst, importantly. Yeah, zignoe ready, baits that burst, though.
The second time's the charm.
Yeah, Chris just went for the burst, but zignoe drops the combo, importantly.
Great use of the JS to contest the airspace.
Chris gets caught jumping out. That's going to be around. No, drops the combo, doesn't go for the 5D. Oh, but instant blocks the Alpha Blade, lets him get the punish.
Yeah, it's really tricky after that wall splat on the Sultry performance. You can have to hop into either charge Sultry performance or drop to the ground with the dust.
Now Chris getting caught in the corner.
Dartek!
Dartek, yeah, I mean, that's really important
Keep doing it, do it again, do it again.
Yeah, just do it again, just mixing up. Oh, but just drops, doesn't get a meaty out there, so Chris is waking up, punches her in the face with a couple jabs.
Oh, gets over the kick, but doesn't get around it.
Red RC's just saying, good jump out, and that's a good punish.
Close slash,
yeah,
very good placement.
That's just really good awareness there. Going to catch that back dash.
Oh my God, zignoe is feeling themselves.
Yeah, zignoe looking really good there. Great awareness and great knowledge just to be able to deal with that chip pressure. Jumps backwards, then jumps forward right here. Yeah, blocks, knows he's going to land, and knows that he's going to be able to punish with that close slash. Big counter hit there, and that's exactly what they needed.
Oh,
and then just catches the back dash. Just
the
like
ultimate
that super.
Fortissimo.
I mean, that super is just a just do it in that scenario, because they wake up. If they do anything but block, they lose. If they block, you're plus 17 and their guard crushed.
That's a lot of frames.
It is
that's
a lot of frames. Like that super is so good, and like just throwing it out there as a meaty option, like especially when the opponent's low on life, so like they're gonna take a lot of chip damage from it.
Definitely.
So good.
Oh yeah, Zignoe's definitely feeling themselves after that one. I believe that's it for our winner's side qualifiers into top 8. We have a lot of really great players making it all the way.
Yep.
We're getting into our, it looks like Elven, or no.
Not
ElvenShadow, the Barrik. I saw the Frosty Faustings, flannel, I got mixed.
Yeah, so we're going to see some more Leo coming up here while the players set up.
Oh, look at those hitboxes. Shout out to our sponsors, Hitbox Arcade.
Yeah, I always got to give a shout out to the hitbox. I swapped a couple of years ago got kind of tired of my pads constantly breaking on me and just went over to hitbox and honestly never looked back.
They're incredible constructions. They're sleek aesthetics and very comfortable.
I'll say especially like coming from pad, just having that digital input that the hitbox offers, that precision is exactly what I was looking for. Because when I tried to go to stick, just getting that sort of like not really sure where the gate is for the first couple of months is not something I wanted to go through. So
it's definitely a bit of a trip to get used to the gates of a stick, but I really appreciate the stickless layouts. The all button layouts are definitely really, really comfortable for me.
So getting into it here, some Leo versus Ramethal. Seen a few Ramethals on stream today, but we're going to see how this matchup goes. Ramethal considered one of the strongest characters in this patch. Leo was the strongest character of the last patch generally considered, but people aren't so sure anymore with all the changes and all the shakeups to FD and such. So Barrik's been showing good promise with this character. So
the offense was a bit toned down for Leo, but Barrik has definitely been extremely
so just
powerful.
Barrik representing the immediate flash kick. Oh, tries to bait the burst by running away from it, but couldn't get out of that range. The changes to the burst to make the range bigger means that doesn't work anymore. Oh, Prxmise going for the Rekka into the throw. Barrik not ready for it.
Corner pressure. They didn't contest at the beginning, but just allowing them space to get that flash kick. Barrik now sending Prxmise to the corner.
Yeah, Prxmise without a burst anymore, so they're going to have to deal with this Leo pressure. Gets hit by the overhead into the immediate super, because why not? It's either plus or I break the wall. I don't even need to hit confirm that. Run up does nothing, gets thrown. Just trying to bait out the wake up super, and Ramethal just says, what if I just throw you?
Oh,
and
blue beat. Get guard crush. You gotta be able to follow
you gotta be blocking even after you block the YRC. Yeah, still gotta block the high or the low.
Oh, guard point exited a little bit early. The plus frames off of the flip.
Oh, baits that flash kick, but doesn't get the punish. Got pushed too far away in the air. Wasn't right. Didn't time the far slash right.
Oh, just keep blocking
and just
the
flash kicks out of the Rekka pressure. Yeah, I really like that because that beats the dash pressure too. It's caught by the overhead. Yeah, goes to the immediate burst as soon as they get it back. Doesn't want to give Leo a chance.
Oh, throw.
Oh, the PRC into the throw though. Yeah.
That's like day one tech. Forward moving special, fast PRC throw.
I'm going to get the wall break from it. Immediately back to neutral. Oh, whips the far slash, jumps over the fireball though. Good awareness from Barrik though, throwing at the fireball. Oh, whips the DP, but doesn't really get punished for it.
That was the greediest DP ever.
Doesn't get punished with the DP though, so it was a good DP at the end of the day.
Punishes the other DP though. He's got something.
Yeah, fireball and PRC to move forward, take up the space, gets underneath Prxmise and gets the anti-air.
Anti-air close slash?
Looks like it, yeah. I mean,
that's a cute anti-air choice.
You had all the meters, so yeah, just throw out the fireball PRC to get the space control, and at that point, oh! Didn't run in deep enough to get the throw, but...
Oh, just send it. They sent both of them out.
Yeah, I mean, Barrik trying to get out of the corner there, just ran into a sword. Oh, 6B into the clash, ready to 6B
nice.
Again.
He did it twice.
Oh, but can't backdash. That super is huge, trust me. You can't backdash away from that one.
Especially when they have both swords.
Oh, and that super is huge. You can't backdash through her either.
Oh my god.
If you are on the screen, expect to block that super.
Yeah, you gotta be so far away from that. Backdashes through, it's only +1. Getting around.
Barrik just vying for some air control here. Oh, lands and gets thrown on landing.
Doing their best Kai impression.
And there's that punish. Yeah, jumps to block the Ramethal with the big buttons though, gets to punish. Base out one super though. Gonna actually punish it this time. And the counter hit with the backturn slash.
Gets around the throw, back into the stance cancel pressure.
Oh, the frame trap with the flash kick. Had the 50 meter to back it up. You couldn't do anything about that one. Gonna get the wall break.
Kill.
Yeah, had to use the meter earlier, so couldn't super. But you know what? I have fireballs.
Oh, just throw that cross slash.
Yeah, Leo's fireball, honestly one of the strongest fireballs in the game still. And it's like, he's not a character that really does it. Oh, yeah, that's how you deal with auto guard. Just run up and throw him. Why not?
The guard point does move forward faster. You can. It is a bit stronger, but there are ways around it.
Blocks the mid, but doesn't block the third hit of the record. Gets caught out. Wake up flash kick, though. Not going to give him a chance.
90% success rate on those.
Oh, throws out the gold burst for a Hail Mary for the meter. Whiffs it, gets punished for it.
Oh, not close enough to the wall to get the full.
BRC to get out. I like that. BRC's and just runs under to get the corner positioning. Respecting all that meter that Prxmise has, though. Good throw break. Respecting meter. Yeah, blocks it in the air, though. So
casually having 100%.
Yeah, RC's gets under them. Barrik smartly bursts so that way they don't get cornered, but not enough.
Yeah, barely got caught by that H sword throw, and Prxmise able to get the full confirmation and take that round, tying it up.
Yeah, I mean, Barrik just went to the air to bait out that super, which was a smart idea, but unfortunately, like, Prxmise just had the 50 meter and Barrik just got himself cornered for it, so. And you know, letting Ramethal have the corner against you, not a great idea. Oh! Prxmise going, just overplaying around that back turn dust and burns a lot of resources on it.
Prxmise just trying to throw for the fences.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's a reaction there.
Oh yes, we break the wall.
Yeah, just got into back turn stance, saw you had a 50 meter, and Barrik was looking for it. Just press the dust button in reaction to the super flash. Barrik looking really good right now because Prxmise doesn't have a burst to play with. Guard crushes, gets caught by the overhead. Give me my plus frames, give me my wall breaks.
Damage.
Oh, so much damage.
That was 50% right
runs
there.
Up to fate the throw.
Cow.
Prxmise doesn't fall for it. Going to get one more chance to play here. Going to have to play perfectly, though. And gets caught by just a fireball.
Yeah,
Prxmise.
That backdash into fireball so incredibly strong, especially using the dash macro. It makes it so much easier because you don't have to release your direction in order to double tap for a backdash.
Yeah, I mean, that just makes Leo's fireball so much better in this game because of that dash macro, like you said, where you can start charging earlier even throughout backdash. So like, even if you see someone like you see May backdash Dolphin, that's how they do it. Is they're charging during their backdash, and like the charge times in Guilty Gear have always been incredibly short. So
yeah, it's such a small thing, but it really changes how a lot of characters play, and I think that's so interesting to see the development not only from the players but from the folks creating the games themselves. It's an interesting consideration to take into account.
And I mean, that dash macro, especially if you go and like, even just using it as movement, it spoils people, I think, because like when I go back to try to play like older Guilty Gear games, I have to unmap my taunt button so I don't accidentally hit my dash macro and just start flipping the opponent off mid-match.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I myself, my origins are in versus fighters, so I'm used to button
you're
dashes.
used to that button dash, yeah.
I started playing Marvel 3. I play a lot of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Even in picking up Melty Blood felt natural, just using A plus B. Those are the buttons I use normally to dash.
Yeah.
But having the ability to dash with buttons, I think is a really great option, and even brings in a lot of other players from different games and removes a bit, I won't say a barrier, but some strange execution.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I think started as like, this will be a way to like help newer players get into the game, remove an execution, but like it just adds another layer of depth to the game.
Exactly, and it even creates perhaps some option selects.
So Ram versus Gold Lewis, more Ramethal and more Gold Lewis coming up for you guys. I think we've seen both these players on the stream earlier.
We have Blood Shark on the Gold Lewis, of course.
Yeah, Blood Shark getting lots
previously.
of stream time today.
This is
fucking.
Oh no, we
Ike.
haven't seen this. We haven't seen IkeShamus on stream yet.
Yeah, I mean they were playing Plus R yesterday, representing Testament, representing Ramethal now though. Early lead from Blood Shark, yeah, burns that meter to stay in, and Ike not looking great, caught in the corner. Yeah, and with a punch in the face to close out the round.
Just the casual punch to the neck. Okay, Blood Shark, that was like a 10-second round. What the heck?
I mean, that's what Gold Lewis can do if he gets started. Just Secretary of Absolute Offense coming out here.
Oh, sends out.
Oh, but you got to represent the drone.
Jumping.
Yeah, it's like, even if you win that jump in air-to-air, the drone is still coming for you, so you still lose that space.
Crush.
Baits the Mortabato.
Oh, they tried. This is big damage, though.
And that's another round, and another 5P to close it out. Because why wouldn't you?
Blood Shark feeling himself. Blood Shark having a blast. A grand old time.
Yeah, immediately hits that character rematch button. Doesn't go back to character select. Tswagg just gonna back off here, just trying to get something started. And that's what they needed.
Raw
Yeah,
268?
they changed the mechanics of that button in this game now, so it's I believe it does it a little bit different. Oh, goes for the gold burst, lost a little bit of control there. Use the gold burst to keep the pressure. And now you have all this meter, but drop the combo, but getting things paid off here.
Careful, no swords for Ram here.
Falls onto the 6P. Gets one of her swords back, not sure which one it is. Got them both back now, gonna RC to keep the pressure going.
All right, back to neutral. She threw both swords again. IkeShamus trying to just get Gold Lewis to the corner.
IkeShamus is trying to stay alive till the swords come back to them. Ooh, gets guard crush. Bloodshark not looking at
heavy slash.
Not nearly as dominant that round. Couldn't get their game started, and Ike just kept them zoned out with the swords.
Back in, air dash in with the Behemoth
but
Typhoon.
there's the JDs though, making the far slashes whiff.
Oh, getting right outside those long slash
buttons.
buttons.
The JD, the short hop Gold Lewis has with the JD, forces his way in, gets over the far slash, but Ike manages to get their situation reversed, keeps Bloodshark in the corner now. It's Ramlethal time, she has the corner pressure coming here. Good jumping to get the sword. Yeah, bursts out of that corner positioning. Gonna have to represent, gets over the drone, gets the counter.
Down
this
with
Mike
the
catches the backdash. No, whips the backdash, gets punished for it, but not heavily. Doesn't have the swords to get the heavier punish there.
Just getting right in, still losing that sword, but we're back to normal.
Ooh, gets a big trade there, but doesn't get the conversion off of it. Backdash is out of the corner, 5P to keep the corner positioning. You had to start FD in these, and doesn't do it.
With the 8-6-2. Okay.
Ike forcing their way
frames. JD gets caught by the
gets caught in the air,
throw.
yeah, and that's big. Didn't quite have enough meter to finish that with super, but you know what? Ramlethal is kind of okay, yeah, and has the meter to do 214H. The screw it button in neutral. Jumps out, I like that. Yeah, Bloodshark respecting the wake up super option. IkeShamus keeping that in mind and jumping away, just making some space. Ooh, gets counter hit by the Rekka. Drops the combo
down with
the system again, and pressing a button. Look at that huge amount of damage off that.
We don't turn the butter though.
Wake up throw though. Play +R yesterday. I know how to do this. Gold burst. All right. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to jump really high in the air. I like that. Jumps really high in the air. Oh, doesn't punish the throw. And unfortunate.
Bloodshark.
Yeah, Ike unfortunately backdashed the throw, but shook and just went for the gold burst. Didn't see the throw whiff and gave up the chance to win that match. Unfortunate. Good showing though, and like especially after that first game, like being so shook after that first game. I think getting run over, being able to just to get back into it and like make such a good showing afterward.
Yeah, when you get stuck in the corner versus Gold Lewis, it feels bad, and you lose so much health to chip. You lose all of your tension, and you just have. You're overloaded by which Behemoth Typhoon that they're going for that you just don't quite know how to press the button between everything.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically having to like FD him out, but then it's like, well, how much meter do I have to play with FD? And if I FD him out, like you can't sit there and FD forever because you'll run out of meter. So you have to FD and then immediately make a decision and hope it's the right one because he can cover a lot of options there.
Yeah, and a lot of the Behemoth Typhoons are deceptively fast. It can be difficult, especially when you're mixing it up with the highs, the lows, and the plus frames in combination with the 268. And I believe also the 486 maybe, the slow overhead. There's a slow overhead that's really, really plus.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to keep track of all of Old Lewis's frame data, but we're going to have Tswagg coming back up representing Giovanna again, so excited to watch this. He did go down against DPS earlier. DPS, one of the favorites to win the tournament, so no shame in that. But coming down to the losers bracket, he's going to have to make a run through it.
Yeah, the Tswagg Giovanna was very confident when they got their offense started. But it's going to be a little bit tough. We are up against a Potemkin here. Potemkin can use some of the large buttons to sort of stuff the approach, but once Giovanna is in, it's very tough for Potemkin.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very rough matchup, I feel like. Pretty even, but it can feel rough as a Potemkin player if they're not comfortable in it. So round start backdash is making the space against Potemkin. I like it. Fair point to him. Gonna start up his pressure though, and going for the Potemkin buster, whiffs it, and just immediately gold burst. Yeah, gonna force his way in with a hammer fall there. Immediately, you know what?
Casually have 100% tension.
You have 100 meter, use 100 meter. Gonna do a lot of damage with this Heavenly. Why not? Go build more meter, get a half a life bar started here.
That was
Okizeme.
so much damage. Oh, blast.
And just go for the Mega Fist there. Yeah, Boredgames just representing that far slash to control the space. Tswagg not able to get their way in. Goes for that's plus on block though. Got to represent it. Gets the tick throw after the 5K.
Oh, cross up JK into the flip kick.
Gonna start Giovanna time. Yeah, just to start tossing him around. Gets the cross up now. Boredgames not able to deal with what Tswagg's doing to him. Oh, goes for the Mega Fist. Gets out there. Blocks that. Has to RC that to be safe. Whip punishes the Garuda. Gonna come down, guess for game. Doesn't block low. So Boredgames, despite starting off strong there with that gold burst, just got overwhelmed. Wasn't able to get out of the defense, and Tswagg won it with a pixel of life in the end.
Yeah, Boredgames seemingly trying to just nickel and dime all the way to the end after that.
Tswagg showing off the big body tech. Because Potemkin's so tall, you can do that 5K jumping slash, and that's the block string there.
Oh, dash up bar slash, such a great tool.
Gets the cross up. Boredgames starting to, we're seeing this vortex happen again.
Oh, Mega
Fist
back.
out, but whip punches, just Boredgames just can't make the space against Tswagg here.
Oh, that was just barely close enough to break the wall there.
Yeah, that super gives a lot of wall break from a lot of ranges. Yeah, Tswagg with the life lead, no reason to go, and gets the counter hit.
Oh, that was a fantastic placement of the dash in heavy slash.
Yeah,
really well placed to get through.
Using that disjoint on the standing heavy. Going back to characters like Boredgames saying, you know what, I won't play Potemkin in this matchup, I think.
Just taking a breather.
Yeah,
they didn't have their color. They didn't have it. This is what the color they played when they were up against Flowerman.
Yeah, so going back to his Xbox colors palette here with Potemkin, the gray and green. So, I mean, this is always just like a good chance just to calm down and like hopefully break your opponent's momentum too. Like when they get around like that, like maybe like they're feeling it, so you just need to like bring them back down to earth for a bit.
Yeah, it can be tough, but sometimes you just got to get out of your head. Oh, Mega Fist forward gets punished by the throw.
Wake up Gold Burst to beat the overhead.
Oh, watch the buffer.
Oh, but goes for a read with the Heavenly, and Tswagg not jumping, not taking the bait.
Yeah, Boredgames just wants it.
I mean, with this much life, not a bad idea. Unfortunately, doesn't do it on the dive kick. It's gonna get the wall broken for it. Gonna get knocked down because that's a super knockdown. Run up, jump, just baiting out. I know you want to do meaty pop buster. I know you want to do wake up pop buster, but he's got a 50 meter. Could have done Heavenly, didn't go for it. And
it can be tough with the air dash cross ups.
Oh, just representing jump at round start, just to see what you're doing.
Oh, armors through, but uses the jump cancel on the 5K there.
Yeah, I mean, Tswagg just really well controlling, making their choices on when to come in. Boredgames starting to get away with these Mega Fists, though. And yeah, it's catching Tswagg running into him. Tswagg getting a little bit too confident and a little bit too impatient in this neutral. Boredgames just sitting there holding down back, seeing what Tswagg, respecting Wake Up Super as an option.
Oh, careful.
There's the Wake Up Super, representing it that time. Gonna get a knockdown from it. What's he gonna do? Dashes in, whiffs the Heat Knuckle, but doesn't get punished for it. And the armor from Hammerfall pays off there.
Through the bar slash even, the multi-hit move.
Yeah, so Boredgame finally gets around on the board. Tswagg just gonna sit here at full screen, see what he does. Whiffs the Mega Fist, gonna use that opportunity to start his pressure.
Just getting in.
Gets the safe jump, yeah, gets the safe jump set up there. Oh, whiffs the button there, doesn't get the JD. I think he expected an air hit there and didn't get it confirmed. Yeah, Tswagg just looking for Boredgames to whiff a button and get in and whiff punish it. Like that, uses the dive kick to whiff punish the grounded normal there. Gonna get a knockdown from it.
It's just a just do it sort of super, you know?
It really is. I mean, it's plus on block, and like the only real way to beat it is having a 6B out there. So that's gonna be game for Tswagg.
And set, moving on to loser's side top 8. Very strong showing from both of these players.
I mean, Boredgames definitely started to get that second to last round there. Boredgames was looking good, just catching Tswagg running in. Tswagg lost the round, took a deep breath and said like, okay, I need to stop forcing my game and just let it come to me. Let my opponent, they're pressing buttons, they're throwing out buttons. I'm just gonna whiff punish. I'm just gonna slow down a little bit, just shift down into a lower gear, you know, and that's all that it took because Boredgames started whiffing buttons and Tswagg took advantage of it, and that's all he needed.
Yeah, it was very good thinking and thought process, being able to recognize everything that was going on. But now we're getting on to our next
some
match.
Old Chicago men play a match here of ElvenShadow versus Chris Chaos. This is going to be Chip versus Faust here. And I mean, we've seen this matchup a lot in every other Guilty Gear. Now we get to see it in Strive. And Faust got a lot of changes this recent patch. People have been complaining for the longest that Faust is a bad character. Well, no more.
Yeah, and ElvenShadow has been enjoying this patch more and more with
Faust
being able to really play the style of game that he wants to. It's really a treat because ElvenShadow is a fantastic player in so many games, and especially just a great Guilty Gear player. And Chris Chaos as well in a multiple game master, having a strong showing in Grand Blue even yesterday, and coming up here top 8 qualifier in Guilty Gear Strive right now.
I mean, both these guys have been playing Guilty Gear for ages now. Starting all the way, I mean, I think Bozek's been playing probably since like Guilty Gear X. I remember Chris like had always dabbled, but probably started playing it back in Accent Core, I want to say, maybe even earlier. So both these guys have been playing these games forever. So, and we're definitely going to see, I mean, ElvenShadow known for playing that rushdown style of Faust, always going in, even with Faust in this version. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, immediately like goes for, both players go for the aggressive action, but Chris comes out with the momentum from it, gets the corner off of it. Drops his combo earlier there so he doesn't break the wall.
They're using these stagger strings, keeping ElvenShadow at bay, but he finally gets out of
Elven uses all of his meter, to get some space, but that trumpet runs right on Elven, has to jump out to avoid, falls on some of the little Faust, but oh no, doesn't have the meter to make that safe. Good punish from Chris there. Elven gonna hold on to his burst.
JD to break the wall. We have a positive meter bonus here.
Oh, whips the 5D, but doesn't get punished for it. Good block on the overhead.
Oh,
yeah,
4?
That.
No.
I like that Elven goes for the 4 anyway, though, to cover the space to keep Chris from coming in. Chris goes for the damaging super, though. This should be enough to kill.
I like the choice to use super to get around burst there. Just took a moment and then straight into super. ElvenShadow keeps their burst.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you had bursted that, you would have whipped your burst and died to super anyway. So good knowledge to hold on to your burst and just lose the round for it. Good block in the 5K.
Oh, just pokes out with the 2P. That's that change. Oh, burst early.
Yeah, early burst.
Watch the trumpet.
Trumpet's coming down, gonna have to jump immediately. No, trumpet did not get picked up, so gonna soil that combo. Chris has to back off because the mini Faust coming through. Whips the fart 2S, doesn't get punished for it though. Ooh. Good block on the Alpha Blade, gonna get pressure out of it.
Oh, this is where Faust excels. He's got you in the corner. He can prevent your jump outs.
Yeah, mini Faust gonna get activated here, and yeah, there's the jumping heavy. Huge countered on the jumping heavy and
dead.
That's it. Yeah, Chris couldn't get out of the corner. That mini Faust covered that space. Had to get around it.
Complete momentum shift once ElvenShadow had Chris in the corner.
Here comes mini Faust again. Mini Faust going to activate when you run over it. Has to block it. Yeah, can't get any Yokozema off that because mini Faust spoils it.
Oh, using that J2K, the drill.
Gonna have to block that. Gets guard crushed in the air. Doesn't get punished for that, but that is unsafe, so it has to block.
Oh, delayed strings on the Rekka.
Yeah, staggering his pressure, just staying in. Gonna RC ElvenShadow with a huge wrist crank to take a decent grip of damage, just some simple hits there. Oh, blocks the wire seat, but doesn't get the punish. The wire seat is hard to punish. Not many mega frames. Air throws ElvenShadow hovering in the air, too much though.
Yeah, Chris Chaos returning ElvenShadow back to the corner and contesting all of these opportunities.
Doesn't get a chance to burst. Unfortunately, gets his burst back right as he gets stuck on the wall, and he can't burst in that scenario. Chris gonna take game 1.
Yeah, ElvenShadow's trying for his life to keep Chris off of him, but Chris Chaos, the wily player that he is just running right in.
Good instant block on the 2S, or the 2D there. Keeps him close. Oh, but he's countered by the J2K, and you can see all the damage he gets off that counter. Grabs the banana for a little bit of HP. Oh, blows himself up on his own bomb. Got crossed up.
Omit the homie. Careful, friend.
Yeah, homie's going to get blast off there. Doesn't really much come out of it. Chris trying to get out of the corner here. Good jab to keep him challenged in the air.
And we're using these options with the Alpha Blade to really create the overwhelming offense in these pressure strings.
I really like this from Chris too. Like, he'll drop his combo early here so he doesn't break the wall early before he wants to. PRCs to get away from the hammer, but it bounces.
Oh, it's so hard.
You got to remember that it's going to bounce and that there's still that hit after the bounce. Going to catch a lot of people out. Ooh,
2S.
Yeah, good awareness.
Careful.
Oh, that didn't actually kill.
Overhead catches the backdash. Yeah. That's 6H. Get that scalpel all the way from downtown.
Yeah, Chris nodding, knowing that he got caught again, though. Got to watch the backdash. Chip does have like a faster backdash in this version. Bomb going to come out, but doesn't hit him. He's on the ground for it.
Oh, just didn't know what he was going to do in the air. Trying to hold down back forward, back in the corner.
Well,
pressing these options.
Faust is a character with really good anti-air, so even when you get like a character like Chip coming down on him, hard to do. Getting some great items here, just comboing items together.
Oh, get the
Gonna
love.
throw the new buff to that. Yeah, gonna take up all that screen space with that bomb bag. If Faust gets the Afro, he's gonna immediately bomb bag. Uses the wires, he uses his meter just in time to get a chance to play the game.
Chris Chaos has
Ooh,
his first
big counter
back.
in the air. This is gonna be a lot of good damage. Breaks the wall. Gonna bring life bars even, but Chris has his burst on deck. Gonna have to use it here, yeah.
Oh, that was almost a burst to death.
Yeah, unfortunately, JD's into a
OTG
2K, not
mix
quite
doesn't
enough
catch.
to hit. Wire seems to be safe, but
Oh,
can't really approach because the homie's on his routes there.
Just
Alpha plays to get
patrolling.
out, but blocks the Alpha in the air and gets the punish.
Tying it up 1-1 here. ElvenShadow finding their way to get the neutral space, create the opportunities to throw the items, and use those ginormous Faust buttons.
All right, Chris getting in here. Starting momentum early, yeah, just like you see that. Drops that combo so he doesn't break the wall without the 50 meter. He wants to break the wall with 50 meter like this. So now he's gonna have the positive bonus and he has the meter gain too. Gonna immediately, yeah, why not? BRC, see what he's doing? Oh, you're in the air, have this anti-air.
Oh,
And then
break
you
the
can
wall.
see.
ElvenShadow just completely wiped after that burst bait there from Chris.
I mean, yeah, and Chris had such a meter advantage that he could immediately like BRC and see what he does. Oh, baited blade there. Gonna have to burst. Yeah, loses all his resources going for that beta blade.
I'll throw in the bag. Oh,
Has to jump to get around the 1,000-ton weight coming down here. Afro gonna just try to get away from the Afro. Gonna give it to Faust. Faust is gonna go into the air and has to jump over that. Yeah, that gets over that buffed love. Really good movement from Chris there to avoid the Afro to begin with. And he's gonna get wall break on this with the Alpha Blade. Both players with 50 meter on deck. Another BRC. Yeah, do you see? He does the exact same thing again.
learn.
ElvenShadow though double jumps here. Burns his last bit of meter. Goes for the throw. Gonna get punished for it.
Oh, this is big damage.
And
He
doesn't get the
barely
chance
got
to
the
burst.
burst back. He barely got it, but missed the opportunity. Chris Chaos qualifying, loser side of top 8. Unfortunately, our lovely host, ElvenShadow, has been eliminated.
I mean,
from Guilty Gear Strive bracket.
doing really great in Strive, though. I know like he's been having a lot of issues because Faust has been kind of not really gelling with him, but in this latest patch, having a lot of fun with Faust. And you can see there, like, two great players, and the match came down to the last couple of decisions. Chris just had a little bit of a plan.
Yeah, ElvenShadow definitely showing up at Roundhouse. Got first place, I believe, in Plus R, second place in Rev 2. But you can't be upset with just outside of top 8, tied for 9th place in a game that you're still really learning.
Yeah, I mean, good showing from all our players. Congratulations to everyone that made top 8. I think we're actually going to take a little bit of a break here, let everyone kind of get up, stretch their legs, do a bathroom break, and then we'll see you back here for a top 8. Not sure how long the break's going to be, but please don't go to another stream. Stay tuned. Keep this open in another tab. Listen for us to start talking to your ears again, and we'll be seeing you guys soon.
Yep.